mean, it just speaks to my soul. America. Da, 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 da. Okay.
That's American's Dad.
No, it's Stars and Stripes Forever.
No,
It's the name of
it's
the song.
American's
How
Dad.
dare you? This is
The Handbag Husband.
the Handbag Husband.
International.
Yay, Paris.
Bonjour.
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 So today we are here on a chilly morning here at the Musée d'Orsay to talk about some of the bag candy and some museum piece level quality bag candy we saw that you can only see here in Paris, specifically
I don't know about you can only see in Paris.
Okay, there's Milan. Sometimes you get Milan.
Yeah, or Rome, or
Florence. But today we're going to talk about those amazing bags that we saw here in Paris that just knocked our socks off. The ones that we saw and we just oohed and ah. And I think we even came back twice sometimes just to see some of the bags. So we're going to go over some of our favorite bags that we saw at the boutiques at FSH as well as at Sèvres. No, we didn't go to Georgetown. One day, maybe, I don't know. Maybe, it's possible. It's not impossible. But we're going to talk about the amazing bags we saw at those ones because FSH is just a whole circus sideshow of amazing Hermes bags. Now, before we get to the video, if you like these videos, if you like the Hermes conversation, if you like the Hermes milieu, and if you like the bag candy, I mean, this is going to be the bag candy video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it does really help the channel grow and we are so thankful for that. Merci beaucoup. But also because it means you get notified when our newest long videos come out, when our newest short videos come out, and everything we have on the socials on Instagram and on YouTube because we have new Hermes content coming out every single week. All right, so let's get down to some of that amazing bag candy. So let's first talk about Sèvres. And Sèvres is a boutique that is always my favorite boutique here in Paris, at least up to this point, and I think some of that's changed a little bit, and we'll talk about it in another video. But Sèvres is a great boutique because one, they have a lot of bag candy, two, they're not as hectic, at least previously they weren't as hectic. This time around they were still pretty crazy. And also they have bags that I think maybe FSH wouldn't put in there, but Sèvres would. So we'll talk about that. But let's talk about the first one we saw that you and I, when we first walked in and we went to the leather department, the first thing that popped up, the one that caught our eye first was a Constance Mini in Rouge H with palladium hardware. It was palladium, right?
Yeah, it's box leather though.
Yeah, in box. The thing is, it was in box. And box with Rouge H is the most classic, right?
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks so classic Parisian-y ness to it that you see it and you're like, it just like, right, of its own, like, its own DNA just seems so
It's like
attractive.
when French women like wears red lipstick.
Yes,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, it's that very distinctive French lipstick color.
Yeah.
And then of course in the box, right? It just has that classic feel to it. Of course you can't even touch it. They keep it behind the box, behind the glass in this one. And it's in the mini, so it is in the really small size. I think what we did see is there are lots of small size bags right now.
Yeah.
I don't know, what did you notice about it?
The color and the shiny.
Yeah.
The shiny of the box. That's why I was like, oh, I want this. Even though I'm not a big fan of Constance, I will. It's just, the edge is too big for my liking.
Yeah.
It was just that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does kind of give away at a long distance, like, oh, I'm Hermes.
Yeah.
Which is okay, but you know. I think the other thing that's interesting about it is that this one, box leather is beautiful. The red is beautiful. Okay, all that's good. But the thing I found most interesting is that there is an exotic Constance in blue, like crocodile with gold hardware right next to it, and nobody cared. Nobody cared.
I didn't really care.
I almost didn't even remember it till I looked at the picture again.
Sure.
So it just took my attention so far away from it that the blue one, you're like, why? Isn't there like they're just trying to like stick it in the family picture? And they're like, oh, maybe this one. But it's just so beautiful. And the thing is that it's beautiful because it doesn't have to be an exotic. It doesn't have to be something strange. It can just be intrinsically beautiful. And I think that's what drew my eyes to it originally. Yeah. So would you get it if they offered it?
Oh, if you guys remember, we did a video about the bag we declined, the quarter bag we declined. I declined a box, Constance,
Yes.
Palladium, same size.
But it was black.
It was black.
Yeah.
But this is,
It's a different story with the rougeage.
I guess it's more of what am I waiting for? Am I waiting for something else that I really want, or this is like a pop-up, you know, would you like this bag? You know, if it's just a no string attached, then I'm probably gonna take it. But if it's like, okay, I'm actually waiting for something else, like a Birkin or Kelly that I want, then I'm probably gonna say no. Because I would rather get the 24 size, not another.
But in this case, if we're at Sèvres, this is just like a one-off, right? This is
if it's a one-off,
it's a one and done.
Then yeah, I'll take it for sure. Yeah.
Especially considering they were really offering a lot of stuff anyway.
Correct. Yeah.
And so. All right, next up is one that I actually don't like as far as design goes.
But when 4th of July comes,
but it appeals to my Americanness, right?
And you're gonna have the eagle as the
in the background sound.
No, the charm. You need to find the eagle back charm.
Bald eagle charm.
Yep.
Yeah, or Uncle Sam or something.
All right, so let's
which is a mini Kelly, but it has the design on it of.
It's not mini Kelly.
I think it's mini Kelly.
It is not mini Kelly.
What is it?
I think it's like a 25. Yeah.
Is a Kelly 25?
I think it's 25. That's 25.
Maybe
28,
25.
But I think it's 25.
It's not 28 for sure. It's 25 at least. But it has the stars and stripes on it. I was like, yeah.
I've seen the black version. So the black.
I've seen the black one online, yeah, but this one's in brown.
Yeah.
With palladium hardware, and I mean, I don't know. I was like, the first thought that I had was like, geez, I didn't think elections had that big of a consequence. Even Hermes is starting to shift to that side.
There might be some stories behind it that we don't know.
Yeah. But this definitely does seem like something a president's wife would carry around for America, right? Anyways, again, I don't like the design that much, but I mean, it just speaks to my soul, America. Da, 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 da. All right, another one up that I think is for you, right? The one that you like the most, and we saw it at LAX, and it had the little trailer one with it as well, which I love the big one and the trailer. Which one was a bolide on wheels.
Yes.
And this one was in the brown or maroon. I don't know what color exactly it was, and it had the red. Had the red wheels, like the skateboard wheels. I wonder where they get the skateboard wheels from. Is it like, from Spitfire, like back in the day, or what? But this one is the one that you really like. I really like it too, but I mean, I think you really like this one. Yeah,
this color combo, it's okay. Not my best preference, but if I get offered, obviously, I'm gonna take it.
Because, you know what, I think the one we saw in Paris, the one we saw in Bangkok at Siam Paragon, the orange and the brown wheels, I actually like that one better. Yeah. And maybe it's not as parable, like you can't really wear it as easily as the brown with the red.
Any of these, it's not easy to wear.
It's okay, you can get two, just get a 2-car garage, you'll be fine, you can park them both in there. But I do infinitely like the big bolide with a little bolide on it. I think that's just the funniest thing ever. And it's just, I don't know, it tickles me a little bit. But this one, really, really nice. Obviously, if they offered it, and it's on your wish list essentially, no?
I don't want to say it's on my wish list.
You just mention it often in our visits.
Yeah, and I was like, I guess.
Yeah. But even our essay before was like, I guess. Another one that we saw, and it's one that always catches my eye because it's a unique design.
Because it's foo-foo.
It's very foo-foo. And we've seen it many times, which is the Kelly Elan Folier. It's got the feathers on it. So it was black with gold hardware and the feathers. And also in crocodile. Right.
Or could be
alligator. Yeah. Okay, fine. I don't know. Whatever. It's one of these. But I love the way this one looks.
Emu.
This one's the emu.
Yeah, the other one. Okay.
This is a crocodile. But I love the design of this one. I mean, because it's
not an everyday bag.
It's not an any-day bag, really. It's usually one you just kind of set up on the shelf.
The feather's gonna come off easily.
Yes, and each one you'll be so sad. You're like, no, a feather.
Yeah.
But I do like it because I like the smoothness and the reptilian and the bird side of it. They're sort of related. They're sort of not related. Texture-wise. Huh?
Archaeopteryx.
Archaeopteryx?
No,
archaeologist?
No, the bird that's like the first one that they saw.
Oh.
The skeleton.
I was thinking T-Rex with feathers.
No, you need to search.
All right, we'll put that one up here though.
Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like
no.
the first like reptile that's kind of like morph into the bird.
But if you see pigeons, if you see seagulls, you're like, oh, these things are dinosaurs for sure. But yeah, so it gives that feel. Maybe it's kind of a half and half. But if you look at it just texturally wise, you see the shiny,
the smooth,
shiny, the shiny scales, and then the fluffy feathers.
Yeah,
it's just such an interesting dichotomy. The gold is nice too, because it feels almost like prehistoric, right? You have the reptile, you have the birds, but then you have gold, which is very human. You don't have gold without humans. No reptiles or birds care about gold. The only one who cares about gold, humans. So yeah, I like it. Every time we see it, it sticks out to me. And if they offered it, I don't know. I don't think I would get it though. You?
Oh, I don't know. That's why the long pause. That's why I'm pausing. That's what I'm thinking. Because the front at the display, on the display, they have other color. Do you see?
No.
But it might be Swift, not the Croc. I think it's like kind of red with the feather in Swift. But it's not as nice as the exotic. I don't know. I'll think about it. Let's see the price first.
Oh, do you think it would so dynamically seeing that one? I don't remember that one. Oh, I think I saw a blue one maybe.
No.
Do you think it's different if it's not in the exotic? Does it have a different feel if it's in leather?
Yes, definitely. Like you and I saw it on the display outside.
I'll have to review the game footage.
On the window display outside the store.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a definite no for me if it was in normal leather. Exotic, it's probably still a no, but less a no.
What if it's ostrich? So it's bird on bird crime.
Oh, now you're swinging. Now we're swinging back the other way. I think
it's bird on bird.
Yeah, like a coherency.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool with it. I have to think about that. What do you all think? All right, last up are ones that actually have sprung up a lot while we're here in Paris specifically, actually in Italy too. It seems to be the thing. And as a kid from the 90s who loved a Spencer's or maybe even a Hot Topic and thought he was the coolest dude having the studded belt back in the day, you're like, oh, I'm so cool, like, yeah.
Like hip hop, punk-ish.
Yeah. That was so cool. Those were the days. But it seems like they're bringing this back with the Kelly and the Constance Cloutée, the ones that we saw here, which are essentially like a studded version of the of those ones. So they have like a constellation of studs that go in there. It's not exactly like the lined up like you would have with the belt. And I don't know, what do you think of this one?
It reminds me of the nail gun.
How so?
That's how I'm imagining them like taking the stud in, the method of putting the stud into the bag. The nail gun, like that one.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
not much.
I know.
I don't really like it. It's interesting, I think
it feels very New York to me.
No.
It feels very New York to me.
You know me that I don't like the change of material.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. And I
don't
mixed material.
Yeah. If I need to touch something and it's like
like
leather and then it's cold.
Yeah.
The stud. That's why most of my shirts are like one material, no metals. Yes, I'm odd, but like
oddly beautiful.
But like it does, to me, it's just like, I know like when it's cold, if the bag is cold or the bag is warm, when I touch those studs, it's gonna give me heebie-jeebie.
CBGB? CBGB.
Yeah.
I feel like, first of all, it's a unique take on the bag. You know, oftentimes Constance and Kelly is a classic. I mean, you have Grace Kelly, who's the epitome of elegance and class, but adding the studs to it makes it feel punk rock.
Sure.
Right? Makes it feel like when Princess Diana met Freddie Mercury, right? You're just like, oh, what? Like these are two worlds clashing,
Sure.
but they also kind of go together pretty well.
Sure.
Right? And so I dig that. I know we've seen some of the other bags, which we'll talk about in Sèvres, like the rockers and stuff like that.
You mean FSH?
Or in FSH, like some of the rockers. So I think that Hermes maybe is trying to counterculture up a little bit some of the bags, or at least have an option for those folks who don't fit into the perfectly pruned princess graces.
Sure.
But maybe trying to go for maybe the Sid Vicious and whoever his girlfriend was, whatever her name was, with the, you know, just kind of punk rock vibe, which can also be cool too. It's not our style. We're definitely that side. But I like that they're making the attempt at it. I like that they're trying to say, hey, let's do something a little different here. Let's change the dynamic of the bag, keep the kind of formal setting of it, but, you know, if Princess Di was going to a punk rock show.
No, I think it's kind of open more if, like, men's want to wear it.
I mean, these ones are mini, so I mean, I guess they would. They could.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we saw plenty of gentlemen, specifically in Sèvres, who had some very mini bags.
Yeah.
Some very mini bags.
So, you know, I can see, like, oh, this is probably be a pretty good one, like, for men. Yeah, why not?
It's not for me, I'll tell you that.
Dude, you're carrying carbon retard.
And go on.
That's it? Nothing to
Ooh,
add.
a studded cabotage?
No.
Could it be a weapon?
Dude, imagine when you pass a TSA.
Oh, dude.
TSA, like, what is this? Like, why?
Or every time you set it down, it goes click, 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 click,
Yeah.
click, 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 click,
And that's
click.
why I will not like it. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the next Paris boutique, the one that is the most exciting. It is the most electric of the boutiques out there, right? You
The
feel
most
the
dreaded
energy,
to go in for me.
and the most intimidating, for sure. If you are someone who is intimidated by those things.
Hi. Bonjour.
Bonjour. But there is a bag that we saw that was the best. The best. Probably the best, my favorite that I have ever seen, maybe perhaps, in FSH. And really maybe everywhere. Maybe. And it's because it plays into my love, my newfound love of Chèvres. It plays into my love of the classic Kelly feel, and it plays into my love of gold hardware. So if you have not guessed, it's a mini Kelly in Rouge, I think it's Rouge Cellier.
It's Rouge Cellier.
Yeah, in Chèvres with gold hardware. Look at that. That is beautiful. And it just looks so classically beautiful. Something like a doctor from the 1920s.
The video might not come out as
maybe not,
like not true color,
yeah.
but it's Rouge Cellier.
Because when we saw this for my passport holder, I was like, ooh, right?
Sure.
But now in the Kelly with the gold hardware, the brushed gold hardware, I think it is. Dude, take my money, right? It's too small. I will never be able to wear it. I don't know what I would do with it.
25 or 28 would be
yeah,
great.
it's
Yeah,
very,
25
very,
or 28,
very small. And again, we saw gentlemen in Sèvres who had these bags, and there is definitely an aesthetic to a full-size gentleman with a very, very small bag. There is an aesthetic that goes with it, and I get it. I like it. It's not mine, but I get it and I like it. But this bag makes me question whether I would try to incorporate that into it. Even if it doesn't work for me, I'm still like, look at the bag, if they offered it, which they did not, but it was so beautiful. I can go on for a long time. What do you think about that?
It's nice.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's too small. Like it's almost like every time I see mini Kelly, it's not like I would not register in my head that I want this bag. So it's never. It's not in the equation.
I mean, I'm not registering this as a practicality, right? I'm registering that this is something that is beautiful, and that's why I like it. I would never. I mean, what would I use it for? There's nothing I have that even fits in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next up is actually a family of bags. A very nice family. They live next door. They're nice people, which is the boxes. And so at FSH, they put together kind of all the box leather pieces together. They have the Kelly box. They have a Birkin in box. They have a Kelly Desord in box. And I think there might have been...
So they have the the Birkin,
or the Kelly Elan too.
They have the Birkin Retourné in box, Serrier in box, the Kelly, Mini Kelly, the Dizord. What else? I don't remember. I think there's like 5 or 6
Kelly,
bags.
I think they had a Kelly. I mean, they also had like
a normal Kelly.
Yeah, a normal Kelly. I think they had a. Oh, no, that was a Ruly, but it was in crocodile or whatever.
That was croc, and it's large.
So either way, the point being is that seeing all the boxes together gives kind of a view of what the family does look like, right? You can really make a side-by-side comparison between them.
I like the fact that I get to see the Birkin Retourné versus Cellier side by side. That's very interesting on the box, you know? Like, one is like, okay, this is very nice, but then you get the Cellier. I don't know that I like it or not, but it's shiny.
I guess looking at the whole family, which one did you like most?
The Retourné Birkin looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And obviously, like the normal Kelly, maybe could be like the 25 or 28 box. Those are nice too.
Sure.
But I do I feel like the box Birkin Retourné will age nicely.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Me, I mean, obviously, I'm a sucker for Dizord, the Kelly Dizord. One interesting note, just kind of as a side note, we didn't see any Birkin Dizords at all this time.
No.
Only multiple Kelly Dizords and multiple like weird colors too.
Three Dizord. Yeah.
So I wonder, I don't know if that means that I don't know if it means the Birkin Dizords are more popular or are less popular.
Sure. Yeah.
And also, whatever, I'm okay. I like the
really care about,
I don't care. Anyways, I just thought, we didn't see any Birkin Dizords.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I would do that. The only problem with this one, the Dizord in the box for me, is it's not in gold. I think the palladium, it tones it down too much.
Which one? The Kelly?
The Kelly Dizord, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. But overall, it's nice to see them all next to each other. It makes it easier if we are trying to compare for future purchases, potentially, if they're offering.
Because we really,
maybe.
Yeah, I really want to try to get, I don't know if it's even in the realm of possibility or not try to get from the boutique and not like secondhand or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see if eventually.
But it's just cool to see them all next to each other.
For sure.
Yeah, that's a good point there. All right, and the next one up is one. I don't even think it's for sale.
I don't think so either.
I don't think anyone was asking for it.
I would.
No, you wouldn't ask for it, but now that you see it, you're like, I like it. But no one was like, oh, you know what? First of all, the bolide, but
fuzzy.
It's with like the bolide,
fuzzy.
But it's fuzzy. It's fuzzy. Like fuzzy,
it's
like
great.
fur.
It's
not like
great.
grizzly. Not like a suede grizzly. It's like fuzzy.
Like boots with the fur.
Like boots with the fur. Or like your car seats. They sell the car seats that are all fuzzy, or those weird chairs that are inside interior decorating with all the fuzziness. It's fuzzy. It's fuzzy, and it's in like maroon or something like that.
It's great.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm uncomfortable with it.
This is like 2000s again. This is 2000.
I don't know if I want to pet it or take it for a walk. But so it's a bolide. It looks like it's probably like the larger size,
30,
right?
maybe,
like a 30.
Yeah.
And
They
again,
have a bigger one behind it. Do you see?
yes, I did see. I did see that. Yeah. But it's just such a weird, almost off-putting. And again, the whole display of at FSH is very strange. This one was in the window, so it wasn't actually like in the store per se. Like people walking around seeing it. It was in the window.
Yeah.
So obviously it was a design feature more than it was like a bag designed for bag sales.
Yeah.
Like the Birkin 1000 or whatever we saw, the huge massive one.
Yeah.
But it does bring into question like how would it work with that type of material on there? And I will tell you, I'm not in. I'm out.
I'm in. I'm all in.
I'm out. It's just too weird. It's too weird for me. So another one is that we saw at FSH, and actually we saw someone get it in Italy.
In
right?
Florence. Someone,
and it was
like,
funny.
Right after me when she was checking out. Yeah.
It was funny because the lady, obviously, she knew she was getting the bag, but because she came dressed to match.
I didn't really see the lady, but I just saw the
Like she
bag.
had the leather like biker jacket and like the leather tights and the leather black boots.
Yeah.
Like she was all blacked out and like ready for ready for this bag.
Yeah.
But we saw this one at FSH. It was much clearer, much easier to see, and it was on presentation. It wasn't, being offered to somebody.
Yeah.
Which is the Birkin Rock, and it's got like kind of chains, and it's got zippers, and again, I think it must be in the same kind of design family as the Cloutier or whatever we just talked about. Yeah. So I think they're trying to do the same thing a little bit. Obviously, maybe the Constance and the Kelly are one avenue in which they're doing the studs, whereas the Birkin, they're doing the Rock, where they're doing chains and like kind of more aggressive zippers and pockets to feel that dynamic versus the studs. And I think if I had to choose the two, I think I'd choose the studs. I think I like the orderliness of the studs.
I like Rock. For sure.
I think the disorderedness, like the weird part, it looks like something you would give to a child to like learn the different textures and zippers. Like, oh, it's like bop it, turn it, crank it, right? I don't like the wildness of the different materials on there. So, I mean, I like the way Birkin is, and Birkin in general is a little casual, right? A little, I don't know if sloppy is the word for it, but it feels like a little not as refined as the Kelly, and I think this almost takes it too far for me. It feels almost like angsty teenagers trying to push themselves out of their little envelope of their family.
Like shave one half of the eyebrows and cut their own brand.
And like put like a safety pins through their nose or eyes. Yeah.
We've been there. We've all been there.
Hey, I mean, look, we've been there, but it just feels like the Rock's trying too hard. It feels like it's trying too hard.
Sure.
Yeah. Any else on that one?
No, I like the bag. I do like the bag. Yeah. But it fit me? I don't think it fit my personality.
I feel like on a practical matter, it might be a pain in the ass to carry around. There's things jingling and metal pieces all over the place and weird pockets, things getting caught on things.
Oh, could be. Yeah.
And then also you're kind of stuck with that motif, right? Like your outfit has to be, you got to feel punk that day.
I don't think so.
Really?
I know, like you always think like, oh, again, white shirt with the jeans, done.
Fair enough. Yeah. That's how they get there. They're not allowed to kiss bags. All right, so that is the bag candy. I hope you liked it, because I liked it. I think it was pretty amazing. I'd love to hear which one you think is the best, which one is your favorite, which one would you take if they offered it to you?
Or if you own any of these.
Or if you own any of them. Yeah, I always forget that. People actually own these bags.
People have way impressive collections than the display.
Yes.
So.
Well, the thing is that the people who collect these are true Hermes lovers, right?
Yes.
It's not like, oh, I have 75 Birkins in the same size in just slightly variation colors, which is okay. It's okay. But these ones are like, oh, I'm into it deep, right? Yeah. Like I'm into it deep, and I can appreciate that as well. So, let us know which one you like the most, and if you agree with us, if you disagree with us, or if you've seen these and have a different opinion. That'd be great to hear as well. Now,
if anyone has the fuzzy bully, let me know. I want.
Does that even exist? Yeah. Does it exist in the wild? Right?
Yes.
When you have to like catch it. But if you like this video, if you like the Hermes conversation, if you like the Hermes milieu, and if you like the bag candy, and I mean, come on, this is the bag candy video in the bag candy place with the bag candy people. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because it does really help the channel grow, and of course we are so thankful for that.
Thank you.
But also because it means you get notified when our long videos come out, when those short videos come out, and all the things we have on the socials, on Instagram and on YouTube, because we have new great Hermes content coming out every single week. So from the beautiful city of Paris, merci beaucoup et au revoir. And I will tell you, I'm not in. I'm out.
I'm all in.
I'm out. It's just too weird. It's too weird for me. And last, Kelly Rocker.
With the fur, do you think you would take it if it's a mini bully?
Only if you promise to take care of it and feed it and take it for walks.
And cut the hairs. I feel like that hair is gonna grow. The fuzzy part. For some reason, I don't know.
Does it look longer to you now today?